Get out of here.
We're back. Episode 13.
Baker's dozen.
A baker's dozen. The lucky number 13. We are here and we are ready on a Friday. Uh-oh. Yikes. Take these picks with some caution. It is the 13th on a Friday. And it is almost Champions Week.
Mm-hmm.
Some conferences have already started their tournaments. We've already had some teams eliminated. I was watching a very exciting first round matchup of the Big West tournament yesterday. We're going to get into all of our picks for all of the conferences.
Yep.
But first, I want to hit the diamond real quick. Because last week, we were going on and on and on about how Oklahoma's the best team in the country. Oklahoma might not lose at all. You know, which teams could beat Oklahoma. We did not say Baylor. But the very next day, after we filmed that episode, Baylor went out there and beat the Sooners.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was great for parity. I said it last week. I don't want to see one team run the table completely. And I do think that Oklahoma is the best team still.
Yeah.
And we will find that out this Sunday because they are playing the current number one team in UCLA. So I think those are probably the two best teams, and we're going to get to see
That's a must-watch.
that showdown.
Yeah.
I mean, also, Clemson's 13-0. That's my pick. And I love that pick so far. They look fantastic.
The thing about softball and baseball is there's so many games, man.
There are a lot of games.
It's hard to not drop any.
It's hard to take these early games super seriously because they're not going to be playing the College World Series until June. So it's going to matter who's the best team then, and I have to imagine Oklahoma will at least be in the conversation in June. We also have some lacrosse. Things are heating up. A lot of good matchups out there. If you can't find any hoops, find some lacrosse. We've had a couple of top 5 matchups. We watched Syracuse upset Maryland. Cuse is up to 2. We had Northwestern, sadly, upsetting BC, our hometown. Lax program. The whole country can really play, but especially the ACC. Syracuse, Northwestern, BC, UNC. It's like the whole top 5 is basically ACC teams. I can't wait to watch the rest of those games. Conference play is going to be insane, especially for ACC.
Exciting times.
And also, the U.S. women's national team won the She Believes Cup again. I don't really know what that means.
Shocking.
But I know that we rule,
and
we're going to win another World Cup.
Mallory Swanson, incredible.
Yeah, apparently a legend in the She Believes Cup. So watch out, world, because the U.S. is coming for the World Cup. But that's enough about sports that are not college basketball.
Let's get to real hoops now.
Let's get to some hoops. Champions Week is here. We have, as I mentioned, we have some that have already started. We have 31 Division I conferences. I think that surprised some people behind the desk that there were that many conferences. There are going to be 31 automatic bids from 31 conferences, and we figured that out this week and next week. Some smaller tournaments starting this week, and then the big ones will really kick in next week. So we figured we'd have a little fun with this, turn this into a bit of a competition, as we like to do always. So this is going to be a good old-fashioned picks off. We are all going to pick our conference champion from every conference. If your team makes the final but loses, you get 1 point. If your team wins the conference, you get 3 points. So that's how we're going to sort out the standings. It's the 3 of us. At the end, the person with the fewest points has to take down the Eagles Deli Burger Challenge. The Eagles Deli in Brighton, right here in Boston, has a burger challenge which involves 1 pickle, 5 pounds of fries, 6 pounds of beef, 24 slices of cheese, 24 strips of bacon, and 2 more regular burgers.
All of only 1 pickle.
I think, if you ask me, the pickle is the worst part easily.
I'll take down the rest of it. The pickle is coming last.
Right, I will crush that 5 pound
Crazy.
That 5 pound burger in about a half an hour. It'll take me the rest of the time to get down 1 pickle. But we have a twist, and you have to do that in an hour. So we have a twist. If the loser of this competition completes the challenge within the hour allotted, the other two have to pay for the big burger and whatever burger they eat, whatever food they eat. But if the loser cannot finish the burger and the fries and the pickle and the 2 other burgers within the hour time frame, they have to pay the entire bill, which is their big ass burger and whatever the other two have been eating the entire time. So
we're gonna run that up.
There is a lot at stake here. If you're a bad picker but a fast eater, you might be all right. You're might maybe get sick, but you're not gonna have to pay. So there's chances for redemption all over the board, and we, like I mentioned, there are a lot of conferences. So we're gonna jump right in with our picks. We're gonna fire them off. We're gonna start with mid-majors in alphabetical order. Some we will kind of breeze past because we don't really know. It's kind of a mystery to us as well.
Yeah.
But then we'll get to our major conferences and we'll spend a little more time talking about what's going on, what's going to happen between now and conference champion time. So, I don't know what order we want to go in. I'll start each one and then I'll let you guys.
All right.
We'll go across the table.
I like it.
So alphabetical order says that we start with the America East Conference. And right off the bat, this is a tough one for me. This is tearing my heart in 2 different directions. The number 1 team in the conference right now is UVM, my alma mater of 1 year. My home state university. I do love UVM, even though I left. I love their team. I know some people on their team, but I have to go. I'm going against Vermont. I'm going with Windsor. Because one of my classmates and good close personal friends, Olivia Rockwood, is on the University of Maine basketball team. She's a lights-out shooter for the Black Bears. They've been the 1 seed a few years in a row. They're not going to be this year, but they won that tournament before. I believe in the Black Bears. I'm sorry to the Catamounts. This was not an easy decision, but I got to roll with my girl, Olivia. Go Black Bears.
Okay.
Not an easy one. Not an easy decision to go against Vermont.
I totally thought you were going Vermont.
Hey, I got to throw a curveball once in a while.
Wow.
Cait, you want to take it away?
Well, I don't have an Olivia, so for me, obviously, it was between Vermont and U Albany, which are 1 and 2.
Yep.
They're tied with their wins, losses in the conference. They're tied, but Vermont is on a win streak right now of 13. So I'm going Vermont.
Okay. Cait, I agree with you. I'm going Vermont too, but I had Maine as a sleeper to make a run. They're sneaky nice, man.
Maine is dirty. They're dirty. They won the tournament 2 years ago. They were the 1 seed. Did not win the tournament last year. So I think a little revenge, a little, they're underestimated. It's going to be a tough run for Vermont and Albany either way.
It's really hard for me to pick against Vermont, though. They have the best net rating by a lot, and you know me, I'm the calculator boy behind the desk.
See, I got no numbers in here. You will not find any stats in my picks. All about vibes and if I know somebody.
Facts.
That's all that really matters. From the America East, we now have the American Athletic, the AAC. This is like sometimes considered the 7th major conference, but to me, they're a mid-major. To me, this one's easy.
Really?
I kind of expect the table to be a sweep, but we'll see. USF Bulls are a wagon. I've said it all season long. I loved them early when they weren't ranked. I loved them mid-season when they were ranked. They have fallen out of the rankings, but this is a team that's good every year, and they know this conference. They've been dominant all season long. I love the Bulls to run the table and win the American.
I had that too, Max.
Yep.
I did.
Yep.
But I will say, I was going to make an SMU joke, but 100% agree with you with the fact that South Florida is going to take that.
Yep.
I'll play contrarian. I like East Carolina.
There we go. Okay.
I was looking at them.
I love my defensive-minded teams.
Okay.
They're one of the better defenses in the country.
Something about North Carolina. Got some good defense.
And then, this conference loves to shoot a lot of threes.
Yep.
ECU doesn't like giving up threes.
Okay.
I could
That's
see.
important.
Yeah, I could see them going on a run here, man.
Okay, I like ECU. I think that'll be interesting. I think it probably, if my prediction would be that it'll be the two of them, we'll see. We'll see who can finish it on.
Just need one.
That's right. From the American Athletic to the Atlantic 10, I locked in my pick weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know I love the Minute Women of UMass. My boy Cole put me on a long time ago. He has been hot on this team, and I'm hot on him as well. I'm showing out for the UMass system. We're Beacons, supporting Minute people at all times. Go Amherst, go win that tyranny. They already beat Rhode Island once this year, so go do it again.
Tough look for my URI pick.
Okay.
I can't. You're making me sound like a bad beacon here.
Yeah.
But I cannot
For
support.
real.
I can't support the Minute people, the Minute women. Can't do it. It is against my personal beacon culture.
Whoa.
So I'm going URI. They did lose to Amherst already once this year, but that's that revenge game that they went back for.
Interesting.
Okay. I agree with you, Max. I like UMass. They don't have a Meg Dixon on their team, but I think they're still the best team in that conference.
Facts.
Pretty easily, even.
Facts. Yeah, just because you're not the best team in your state university system does not mean that you're not the best team in the Atlantic 10. Don't worry, guys. little brother has to win one every once in a while. So we got the Big Sky out west. This is one that I'm not going to pretend to know a lot about. There are a few of these, but this is kind of a confusing one.
Yeah.
The numbers say that Montana State has the best conference record and Sacramento State has the longest winning streak. But the numbers also say that Northern Arizona is undefeated against both of them.
Okay.
So I like NAU's ability to beat the top teams. They'll probably get one of them in the semis and one of them in the final if things shake out the way they are expected to. So I like the Lumberjills, to survive that gauntlet. I'm taking Northern Arizona to win the Big Sky.
Me and Max are the same way right now.
Twin and
The twin and but he had some good reasoning behind that. All I got is North Arizona got the vibes.
Okay.
So I'm rolling with that.
Yeah, Northern Arizona's running the desk here. This conference just doesn't play defense, is what I learned looking at this. There is no defense. Northern Arizona runs and guns. They got the biggest offense out there. I like them to take it.
I agree. So we have a clean sweep of Northern Arizona. We will all be in support of the same team out in the Big Sky Conference.
What a cool name. Big Sky.
Awesome,
Really?
awesome conference name. Some very cool schools out there that are just in the middle of nowhere. You gotta have fun at a school that's in the middle of nowhere. We go from the Big Sky to the Big South. I'm going with the 1 seed here. I know I tried to pick some upsets, but some favorites just stand out above the pack.
Mm-hmm.
And Gardner-Webb is on a 17-game winning streak, all against Big South opponents. They have not lost since conference play started. I think they stay hot. And honestly, I think they're a team to watch in the national tournament because nobody's really talking about them. Their worst loss is against App State, who is from the Sun Belt, by 6 points. They kept it close against Clemson, against Bama, against App State. Not bad losses on their record. GWU.
Same. I gotta say, I had them as the Big South Conference, South Carolina Gamecocks. They're just undefeated, and they're maybe gonna stay undefeated.
Yeah. They're easily the best team there.
Yeah.
Running the desk again.
Big Sky, Big South, we're all locked in.
Yeah,
all in agreement on that. A lot of schools that are a lot. When you look at all the conferences, you notice there are a lot of conferences that are big. We got Big 10, Big 12, Big South, Big Sky, Big West.
Big West.
In the Big West, I say. But I was gonna sneeze. I say that third time's a charm. I'm taking Irvine to beat Long Beach State. They've lost to LBS twice this season. I think that Irvine's finally going to figure out what it takes, beat Long Beach State in the championship. And I do have a note. I think that Irvine might be the Duke of the West.
Okay.
When you look at their games, they are very low scoring. They rarely crack 70 points. defense wins championships, and this is a good defensive team out of the Big West.
This is the first one where I was like, I don't know, I feel like I want to pick an upset, and I was really rocking with the Hawaii team.
Okay.
And they're number 4, but I really want to see, they have a game against Irvine tomorrow, and I really wish before I could actually say that I could see them play and how they're going to perform under pressure, but I'm going to go with Hawaii.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I really wanted to make a psych reference with UC Santa Barbara, but no one here would get it, so we'll breeze by that. I agree. I agree with Max. I got the Anteaters. Also, such a cool name.
That's an excellent name. You made the right pick with that.
Come on.
I mean, you can't pick against the
If
Anteaters.
we want to talk about good names, Gardner Webb. Is it just Webb?
Webb.
Gardner Webb is the running Bulldogs.
Running Bulldog.
Oh,
That's
let's go.
If you add a verb to your mascot, that's a sweet mascot, man. The fighting Anteaters of UC Irvine. Then we go from the West back to our side of things on the East Coast, the Colonial Conference. Some of these are easy for me, at least.
Yeah.
Philly legend Keyshawn Washington.
There we go.
Second in the country in scoring, almost 28 points per game. I think Drexel takes this conference easily. I don't see anybody else that really challenges them in the Colonial.
I'd love to say Northeastern, but you gotta go Drexel.
You gotta.
I'm not gonna look stupid.
Max said it. Keyshawn Washington, Philly legend. We're rocking with the Dragons.
Go Dragons. Another great mascot. Go Dragons, dude. Love the Dragons. In the Conference USA, I mean, we've been on them all season. Thanks to our boy Jack giving us the green light from the very beginning of the season. They've done some crazy stuff this season. The Lady Raiders of Middle Tennessee.
Yep. Team's
a wagon. They've been doing it all year.
Yep.
Lady Raiders.
Lady Raiders.
Enough said.
Some of these are easy, folks. That's an easy one. Now,
here we go. This is one.
This is where they start to get interesting. The Horizon League. I didn't want to pick another 1 seed, so I'm going with Cleveland State.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of reasoning behind that one.
Just the vibes.
Didn't want to pick favorite. I like a good underdog story. Go Vikings. Not a good, really an underdog. They're a 2 seed, but they'd be an underdog.
I don't know if you're saying underdog.
They'd be an underdog in the championship. So yeah, go Vikings.
I had a similar thing. I know absolutely no school in this conference. Great conference name, Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Again, unique. I picked IUPUI purely because I liked their logo.
That's
that's my. So that's where I'm at. But they're number 3, so it's not even that bad.
Yeah, looking at this conference, there are 2 teams that stand out above the rest in Cleveland State and Green Bay. And I agree with you, Max. I'm going Cleveland State.
Yeah, I think it's another third time's a charm thing. I think they've lost to Green Bay twice.
Yeah.
I think they finally get their number in the conference tournament. Go Cleveland State. Maybe go Indiana University, Purdue University at Indianapolis.
Great name.
That's a crazy name. I always love that name. Now, this is the one that really matters.
Yeah, this is all that matters.
The oldest and easily most important conference title. In my projection, I've run through the numbers. I'm going with Princeton. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Not much more to say.
You could do the same.
Yes, sir.
I've been told I'm an Ivy League hater from this one right here.
Oh.
I don't remember this.
He doesn't remember this, but I brought that up earlier, but Princeton's doing it.
Yes, sir.
You guys got the Tigers, I got the Lions.
Yeah.
My mom went to Columbia.
Okay.
Ooh.
Those are the top 2 teams there. Go Columbia.
It's going to be a battle for the Ivy, as it always is. Now, we've got the MAAC, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. I'm rolling with another 1 seed here, but I feel like I gotta. Because Iona absolutely shoots the lights out of the ball. They have hardly lost in conference. I think they have 1 conference loss. I don't expect the hot shooting to stop anytime soon. I think the Gales roll through the MAC.
Don't want to be Mac.
The Matt Ack. Matt Action.
Oh, I said the same thing. I want to get knocked down, but I did want to give a shout out to St. Peter's, who are 0-26 this season.
They don't deserve a shout out.
I was like, let's see if there's any good underdogs, and it just immediately shows like St. Peter's 0-26.
Hey, we're riding with y'all.
Hey,
I'm rooting for you next year.
Feel for y'all.
Max hit the nail on the head here. I'm going Iona. Haven't lost since December.
Mhm.
Shoot the lights out of the ball. All you can say.
That's all there is to say. A clean sweep on the Matt Ack. Now to the MAC, the Mid-American Conference. Basketball State. Your 2023 MAC champions, Basketball State.
Yep.
What more is there to say?
I got it written down. I said I don't think it can ever not root for a school that is literally called Ball State.
Yes.
We're all going with the vibes. I said you can't be named Ball State and not be nice at ball.
No!
Ball So Hard University is taking on the MAC, baby.
They named the school after the sport. Come on.
They did. You can't bet against that.
Go Cardinals.
That's the MAC for you. That's MACtion. Now we got the MAC, the MAC, and the MEAC. Now for some me-action. I don't know enough about this conference to pick against a favorite.
Yeah.
Everyone is like within a couple games of each other, so I think this could go any direction. I'm just going to roll with Norfolk State because they have the best record right now.
I personally said Howard.
Okay.
I know people there.
There we go.
Yeah. There's only one team with a positive net rating in this whole conference, and that's Norfolk State. So
Norfolk
that's who
State,
we're rocking
yeah.
with.
It's tough to pick those. That's not an easy one. Now, the Missouri Valley Conference. Always an interesting one. I want to throw... I know I made fun of you guys for not having variation in your picks, but we're all picking high seeds. I appreciate the variation for sure. This is my lowest pick. I'm going to pick the 4 seed, Missouri State.
Okay.
Missouri State is like an all-time program. They recruit well based on their history. They've been to multiple like Final Fours nationally. They have won this conference a lot of times in the past. I think this is a team built for March, a team built for tourney time. Don't feel amazing about any of the top 3 seeds, so I'm sticking with the Missouri State to win the Missouri Valley.
All right. I had sick. I have Northern Iowa, number 3 Northern Iowa, because Iowa knows ball. And I was like, they got that Caitlin Clark energy just floating around.
That's a great offensive state.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's pretty offensive.
I'm offended.
Max, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
I'm also going a little bit, reaching a little. I like the 5th seed, Drake, coming out of the MVC. I think they've been unlucky.
Oh, okay.
They've been subject to bad luck. I think they're better than their record shows. I like them coming out of here.
Luck doesn't win championships. Good teams do. Another great name. I can't believe they named themselves after Drake. They're huge fans of
you know how sticky it gets in March, man.
Views from 6.
Oh dear God.
All right, from the valley to the mountains, at the Mountain West.
Oh, I wonder who you're gonna pick next.
Hey, I like the UNLV Rebels a lot. I know we got some hot take artists behind the desk that want to root against the Rebels. Haven't lost in conference. That means a lot. I think they stay hot. I don't think anyone touches them in the Mountain West. And they could make a deep run in the big tournament, too.
I like that. This is probably my lowest pick. I have Boise State coming up from number 5. Because I think they're warming up a little bit. I believe they're win streak at just 3 right now. But they're going. They're rolling.
All right, Kate. Yeah, UNLV is pretty easily the best team in this conference. They just won a game by 54.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Utah State, what are we doing?
Hey, I appreciate your variety in your picks. Good luck. Hey. Have fun with that burger, man.
Never count out the Broncos, right?
Never.
Never. Great underdog story, regardless. In the Northeast Conference, I'm going local here.
Okay.
Merrimack
Yes, sir.
has won 8 straight games. This is a lovely little Eastern Massachusetts school. They can't even go to the tournament yet. They're still in their transition. So even if they win this conference, they don't get to participate, which is a horrible rule. And I think the NCAA should absolutely rescind that rule. Shame on you, NCAA. But you still get a banner for a conference championship. So Merrimack, welcome to D1. Go win the Northeast Conference. I believe in Merrimack here.
I do as well. They have the highest win streak in the conference, and also I know people there.
Can't argue with that.
They give us some great lacrosse players to our program. So
Their club baseball team. Yeah, I'm picking who I presume will be the favorite, the Farley Dickinson Knights.
Yeah.
They're the only team over 500 overall. I think it's another pretty easy pick, for me at least.
It's kind of a gross conference overall.
Yeah.
That's why I feel comfortable going with
kinda
an
rough.
underdog, because I don't feel great about any of the top seeds. Ohio Valley, I'm just going with the 1 seed. Little Rock, I don't know anything else about any of the rest of the teams, so I'm sticking with Little Rock.
Yeah, that's exactly what my notes said. It just said Little Rock. I'm like, yeah.
But, yeah, I guess.
Yes, like,
I don't really
I
care.
don't really care, but
Okay, I'll differentiate
Go for it,
myself.
please.
I like Tennessee Tech here. I
Okay.
think they have the best offense in the Ohio Valley Conference that I know so much about. And I think their defense can hang. I think they're better than their standing.
Yeah.
Why not?
I like it. I don't disagree with it. I think the OVC is so funny because there are teams from Arkansas, Tennessee, Illinois. It's called the Ohio Valley Conference. These teams are all over the place. This is the American Valley Conference. So then we've got a real local conference, the Patriot League.
Yep.
You know I'm rolling with BU.
I don't know how to do it.
I'm an honorary Terrier. I'm over there all the time, way too often. I'm rolling with the Terriers in the tournament. And side note, this entire tournament is played on home courts. So if BU or Holy Cross hosts, which is highly likely if that they host the championship, best believe we're going to be there. We're going to be watching these picks cash in real time.
Okay.
BU, baby.
Roll with the Terriers.
Yeah, simple enough. I think they're a step above everyone else. Go Terriers.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
I got enough to go around. It's highly contentious way.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Listen, we're gonna have to soldier on here.
Tears in my eyes.
Listen, you know what?
He's laughing.
You know what would probably make you feel better? Talking about the Southern Conference. Your
I think
favorite.
Oh, true.
That's your favorite.
They really. I'm so knowledgeable about the Southern Conference.
He's been sitting here like waiting for the Southern
Chomping
Conference
at
to
the
come
bit.
up. I'm always waiting for a conversation about the Southern Conference. I don't want to make a judgment about the Southern Conference without having seen a single game, but based on the numbers, it seems like everyone sucks. There's some bad records in this league.
Yeah.
Like the top team and the bottom team are not that far apart. I'm rolling with Chattanooga because I went there once as a small child.
Nice.
Lovely city. Go Chattanooga.
East Tennessee State, because
they're
what
the
a
one
weird
seed.
combination of names.
East Tennessee needs some love.
State. East Tennessee State.
Coastal Tennessee.
Well, you guys know this is my conference.
This is
Oh,
know
yeah.
this stuff. If you get this one wrong, oh my gosh.
I'm going my biggest reach yet. I like Mercer.
Ooh.
8-5 right now. Not great.
Not great.
They won last year.
Okay.
They won the year before that.
That means something.
I got them staying on top. They played a ridiculous out-of-conference schedule.
Really?
Yeah, that deflated their overall record, obviously.
See?
So,
You know the stuff?
This guy knows the Southern Conference.
go Mercer.
Come on. And you're a big Southern Conference guy. I'm more of a Southland Conference guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I
What you
put
got?
3 question marks under this one. This one, I have no clue. No clue. We're going Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Ooh!
I think it's a funny name. It's a school that's like on a peninsula. Real funny campus. Real funny school. I'm going Corpus Christi. The Islanders.
All I got is Lamar on the come up, so
Pay him.
You had 3 question marks, I had 4. I don't know what's going on here. Lamar Jackson's future might be uncertain. Lamar University's future, very certain.
Okay.
They're winning this thing.
Okay. I don't know. You guys are going against the Southland expert, but okay. Have fun with that. Have fun with your picks. We have the SWAC. There's so many conferences. We have the SWAC. SWAC that by Akon.
Hey.
I'm riding the hot hand here with Jackson State.
Okay.
Number 1 seed. They are on a roll. They were not too affected by the departure of Coach Prime. They're still rolling. So Jackson State, go Tigers.
Jackson State. I don't know what riding with the hot hand means. Yeah.
Jackson State, again, only team in the conference with a positive net rating. It's a rough look at things.
It means something. It means a lot.
Sometimes there's a reason the teams are in first.
Exactly. Some number 1 seeds were meant to be there.
Crazy how that works.
Speaking of,
Go for it.
in the Summit League, Jackrabbits hammering South Dakota State. They're the only team that gets any play nationally. They play in the Pentagon. Tough place to win. Real tough place to win. South Dakota State. Hammer the Jackrabbits. Go
South
for it.
Dakota State. I didn't know they played in the Pentagon.
They did.
That's good.
Honor their fallen soldiers. USA. USA.
Yeah, South Dakota State's a lot better than everyone else here. Playing
Did you know
in,
they played in the Pentagon?
playing in like the military capital of the world, the defense capital of the world. Come on.
You're not touching that.
Well,
That's. No, they didn't. It was hijacked. It was in a field in Pennsylvania.
see what we mean? Yeah, Jackrabbits all the way. Easy pick. Easy money.
Easy.
Lock it in.
Talk about cool conference names. Sunbelt.
Sunbelt. Sunbelt Funbelt.
Heyo.
Texas State. I don't know you and you don't know me. Let's roll. I don't know a dang thing about your program.
That's right.
Let's ride. Let's go.
Texas State. Let's ride.
Let's ride. I know you're the Bobcats. Hell yeah, let's do it.
Bobcat Nation.
I'm so lost right now.
Hey, Sunbelt.
Sunbelt.
Sunbelt? All I wrote is Old Dominion. I don't know why.
ODU.
They're number 4. I don't know why. I think I like this school. I think it's very pretty.
It's a nice school.
Yeah.
I mean, front capital of the world. You better hope. You better hope they don't derail too.
Oh no!
They're in the wrong conference.
Okay. Lock it in. I feel like I've been picking a lot of favorites recently. I'll go with Troy. They've had the hardest competition of anyone in this conference. I think that experience will treat them well. They'll come out of these big games.
That's gonna be huge.
Go Trojans.
Right.
They really do feel like a Trojan horse in this conference.
Oh my god, he's on a roll.
That wasn't even very good. He just said Trojan horse. Oh my god, he's good.
Funniest man behind the desk.
Alright, lock in here. We got a couple more. The WCC. I've been suspicious of Gonzaga all year, but I do think they are the best team in the West Coast Conference. I do think they will win the tournament. I don't like them in the big tournament, but they will get there. Go Bulldogs.
Yeah, Gonzaga's going 2 years in a row.
Gonzaga clears.
Yeah.
Easy. Now, the WAC. WAC? More like WACK. This conference stinks out loud. None of these teams are very good. I know it's women's basketball, but I'm rolling with Stephen F. Austin. SFA.
Yeah, I mean, this conference is so freaking atrocious.
It's bad.
I gotta go with SFA.
Very bad.
They have a cool name.
Go Lady Jacks.
Lady Jacks. I'm crying.
Alright.
Alright, lock it in.
Lock it in. Now we're to the major conferences. We can speak with a little more authority on these.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
But that's okay. That's quite alright.
I'm having fun.
The Atlantic Coast Conference. We've been calling it the most competitive yet disgusting conference in the country. And I'm not going to waver here. I can't say I'm not tempted because Virginia Tech is nice.
Maybe I do know what I'm talking about.
Virginia Tech is very nice. But I'm sticking with Duke. We've been saying it all year long that defense wins championships. It's going to be a very ugly run to the ACC title, but I think they're going to get it done with great defense. Side note, the Duke game last night went over.
Yeah.
First time is now 1-14 in the last 15.
It hurts.
An incredible run,
Yeah.
an unprecedented run. I feel bad. I told my brother to bet on it, and he did a lot of money. yeah. So bad timing, Duke, to go over.
Oh, guys.
You still got to hammer it moving forward. A stumble is not a fall. The Duke under still lives.
Yeah, that's incredible that you mentioned that because I said I want the Hokies. They are 7 in a row right now, I believe.
I think so.
Okay.
They're hot right now, but I was like, I just don't know about that Duke defense. But then I got mad at them because they did go over last night. So I'm going with the Hokies.
That's fair.
Okay. Max, we're on the same wavelength today.
We are.
Obviously, Duke, all the way. It'll be hard to get by Notre Dame and Virginia Tech, but streak is dead. Still love the defense. Go Duke.
Hammer down. Let's go, Duke. Love to see what's going to go on in that conference. We talk about the chaos all year long. I think Duke's in play. I think Notre Dame is in play.
Mm-hmm.
I like Virginia Tech. I don't really like anybody else.
Exactly.
But who knows, because chaos has been ensuing in that conference all year long. Next, we've got the Big 12. We're back to big. I felt better about my basketball state pick than I do about any of the teams in the Big 12. I wish they were as easy as basketball state. Iowa State beat Texas and Baylor and then lost to OK State last night. Texas lost to Iowa State and then beat WVU by 30 this week. I am so confused by this conference. I have been all year. I'm just going to pick the team that I like, that has been somewhat consistent in the Oklahoma Sooners. No real reason for it. They're a good shooting team, but who knows? It's going to be chaos to win this conference, so go Sooners. Boomer.
Honestly, I didn't rock with any of them, so I'm picking Texas because I rock with them the most, but still not at all.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm rocking with Texas. I think top to bottom, anyone can win it, except maybe TCU.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you got a shot.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go Frogs. Frogs are going to come out of nowhere and win this thing.
Hey, let's see it.
Let's see it. More big. In the Big East, I feel like this one's going to be kind of contentious.
Oh, yeah. 100%, yeah.
My pick,
Across the board.
it's damn near March.
There we go.
We've got a Philly school in this tournament, folks. I'm rolling with Nova and the leading scorer in the entire country, Maddie Siegrist. I keep saying third time's a charm. They just need to get over that UConn hump. Everybody else has been doing it. Say they lost to St. John's this week. They lost to Marquette. They lost to South Carolina. This is not the UConn team that we're used to seeing. Maybe they'll come out with extra motivation because they suck. Or maybe they just suck this year. Maybe. I think next year they'll be fantastic, but I think this year just might not be their year.
Mm-hmm.
They're not good at handling that. But nevertheless, I'm rolling with Nova to get the win over UConn in the final.
Absolutely agree. I think UConn's lost it, and I'm rolling with Nova.
Yeah. Hey, I wrote down tournaments in March, so you guys already know my pick. We gotta roll with Nova Hospital Huskies. Oh my God, I can't.
You got this. You got this.
The Hospital Huskies cannot hang with Maddie Segrist.
Amen.
And I'm scared for UConn going into the big tournament. Even.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard from AZ Fudd?
Should anywhere to be found?
Is she in witness protection or something? What happened?
This is not the UConn team that we were expecting or that we're used to. It does kind of scare me that we all agreed.
Yeah.
But that's all right. We roll with Nova. Nova in March. Nobody can stop Maddie Segrist right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Philly legend.
The Big Ten. I may be stupid, but at least I'm loyal. I am sticking with Iowa, despite my best judgment. Their last 2 ranked games have been embarrassing losses to Indiana and Maryland. They play Indiana this week. That would be very telling of where they're at as a team. I gotta believe in this team. I don't feel fantastic about it, but let the record show that I never wavered from Caitlin Clark and that awesome Iowa offense. I'm still believing it.
I'm going Indiana. I think they have an incredible squad. They're just running it. So.
Mm-hmm. I think Indiana's almost there with South Carolina.
Yeah.
I think Mackenzie Holmes,
Mm-hmm.
Player of the Year candidate.
Definitely.
Obviously, so good. I think they're running this.
If it wasn't this Iowa team, I would love to pick Indiana
Yeah.
or Maryland. I would be all over either of those teams.
Hey, Maryland, diamond in the rough for real.
I love Iowa. Go Hawkeyes, please. From the Pac-12, if I were Boulder, I would take USC.
Okay.
I think that would be my sleeper pick, but I think Stanford is built for this. I can't screw myself by passing up a layup. I think Stanford gets it done. Good offense, good defense. Go Cardinal.
Stanford is staying 100%.
Okay. I had Stanford. I'm going to switch it up because you guys did. Every ounce of me, when I picked Stanford, wanted to pick the Buffs.
I've seen that.
I am rolling with the Buffs. Quay Miller, so good. Jalen Sherrod, so good. Frida Foreman, so good. We saw them take them to double OT. We know they can hang. I don't see why not.
Buffaloes are really good.
I like that.
Legit good. I think this whole conference is good.
Yeah.
I think it will be interesting to see which team gets there and then how they can play against Stanford.
Yeah.
very
Notably, we
interesting.
have not mentioned Utah, and that was on purpose this time.
Yes.
They are a non-factor.
Y'all not getting that championship. Y'all not getting the Pac-12.
Every time we give them respect, they've blown it. So now we disrespected them straight up.
They're winning.
They're winning it.
I'm going to be pissed. And we end our final pick of the day.
Don't even say nothing.
I don't think we
Thanks
need to
for
explain
watching.
anything.
Yeah, have fun. Good luck.
SEC, South
Carolina.
Eastern Carolina Gamecocks. No questions.
Easy money, lock it in.
And that's our episode. So we will keep a close eye on this highly contested competition on our social channels. We'll be putting out content throughout the upcoming weeks as the standings shake themselves out, and then keep an eye out for one of us to be eating a giant burger and a pickle and 2 other burgers
Maybe
at
not
the end of
pickle.
championship.
I'm excited about that pickle.
I will maybe hide it in my sock or something. I will find a way to not eat the pickle.
Yeah.
Go on, be well, go watch some very exciting postseason college
There you
basketball,
go. We dialed in for March.
and get ready for some bracketology coming up
Oh
soon.
yeah.
See ya.